You're live.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hello out there, wonderful world of people.
The wonderful world of people.
I don't know if anybody's on yet.
No?
They're not saying hi if they are.
Let me go.
But that's okay. Meg is on. Hello, Meg.
Hey, Meg. I'm glad you understood, Meg, because when I posted the thing that said we were coming on at 3, there was supposed to be words on the picture, but they disappeared because I did it in Facebook. And then it was just a picture of a lizard saying we were doing something different. But then I added the words. I was like, oh, and you had commented already. So I'm like, I hope Meg sees that. But you did, or you're here anyway.
Or she came on last night and she was like, what's happening?
What is going on?
Yeah.
You're going to have to boot me out of this.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. Maybe this.
Oh, don't you worry. You're booted.
Boot to the head. Nah. Says there's 2 people on.
Oh. It says there's 4 people on.
Oh. Hoorah! And huzzah!
Stacy, Meg beat you.
Cheers, Stacy. Cheers, Meg. Glad we can join you on a Saturday afternoon.
It's kind of a fun, different thing.
Unless you're in Australia, and then it's a Sunday morning.
Well, last time we did a Sunday afternoon.
That's true. That would have been Monday for us, for our Australian peeps.
That is correct.
That is not good, probably. So, unless you're retired, then you don't care. Then you're like, I don't care what day it is.
Can I have a sip of that?
Yeah.
Am I going to regret it?
No.
It's the tequila, right?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's tequila-ish. There's tequila in it.
Right. It's
but
tequila.
It's not.
It's the tequila stuff.
Yeah, it's El Padrino.
Oh, it's an El Padrino also?
No, it's not. It's not.
So we went to Total Wine.
It's 3 amigos or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Tres amigos.
Yeah.
Tres amigos.
We went to Total. We went to get lunch, and then Matt was like, "I want to go to Total Wine," and I said, "What do you need from Total Wine?" He said, "They have samples." So that's what we just got done with.
Normally, you go to Total Wine and you have like maybe 2 or 3 samples if you're lucky. Today was like Christmas.
They were even wrapping bottles.
Like you couldn't even get to the aisles for all the sample tables. It was crazy. I don't know how many samples I drank. And it was like each table didn't have just one thing. They had like 5. And
you could try them all.
I don't usually say I only want these samples. Usually I'm like, I'll sample anything. But today I had to be picky and choosy. And
hi, Gina.
And stuff.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael. Hello,
Michael
Gina.
said to try
Todd.
Try Milagro Reposado tequila.
No, that's real tequila though.
Yeah, see, this is like sweet.
This is like flavored
tequila.
Whiskey, so it's good, but
tequila.
it's not. Yeah, I know, but it's like the flavored. You know, like the flavored whiskey is not really whiskey. Like there was a guy at Total Wine who was kind of being an ass about that, but not one of the people that work there, just a customer. But anyway,
I'm going to interrupt you first.
This is good
because Todd's getting ready to jump off. He just said hi. Have fun at the gym. I won't be going to the gym today. And he said, your gift to towel animals and other printed items is in the mail.
Oh, Todd, that's thank awesome. You. And we will definitely show those off when we get those so you can all see. And probably we'll end up getting a 3D printer because you've pushed her over the edge and pushing me over the edge. But no, thank you. Seriously, that's cool. I'm really excited.
We can find it. See that computer back there? I am ready to get rid of it. So that is a perfect location for a 3D printer.
We don't even I've got my computer over here. Hers is over there. I don't think I have turned my computer on
since I got the laptop.
So it's been like maybe 6 months.
It's the spring. I got it in the spring.
I do everything on my iPad. The few things we need a PC for, we use her laptop. And that's not a lot, honestly.
No.
Like we do this with your laptop. We don't really have to. Like it does give us, like we couldn't have done the PowerPoint.
Right. You can't share a screen from the iPad.
Yeah. Not really. Not on StreamYard. But most things were gold. We're golden. Yeah. Like the color of this tequila, which is thematic because, of course, we're going to be talking about Costa Maya today.
Do you want to wait until a few more people jump on, or do you want to
Yeah, because we said
this stuff
3,
now.
so I don't want to start getting words until 3.
Okay.
And
that's
then
fine.
and then we'll officially start the podcast whenever we're done getting words.
I should have plugged my iPad in
You can do that now if you want.
because that'll charge it a little bit.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go do that
Go do
because
it.
it's at 9%. My
Go
cute
for
little
it.
baby iPad.
Wait, is the gym a name for a cool bar? That was to Todd, so I don't know. That's what. So yeah, so yes, reposado. So I will tell you, Michael, that one of the things I did in Costa Maya one time when my excursion got canceled is I did a tequila tour tasting. It's right in the port, but it's kind of cool. It's not like just taste some tequila. Like they take you into this little mini museum thing. And I really wanted to do that again. I got to eat crickets, which I was excited about. But yeah, by the time we got back to port, that was already shut down. So we did not do that. But that's where I learned about different tequilas. And that's where I rediscovered tequila, because tequila was something I had written off many, many, many decades ago as something I didn't have any interest in drinking unless it was maybe mixed into a really good margarita. But that changed my mind about tequila. And I came home from that cruise and like did a bunch of research and went out and bought some good tequilas, like sipping tequilas. And I think Reposado, Reposado, I think is like one of the darker ones. It's like the good flavored, you know.
Chris is on the Scarlet Lady.
Is he?
Hello from a Virgin Voyage.
Oh, hey, Chris. I hope you are enjoying it more than we did. and even if you're not, we still, like I said last week, we still had fun. It was still a good time. Like I didn't regret doing the cruise or anything like that. Like it was still awesome. But hopefully, hopefully you're having a different experience in some of the things we did experience that were not so fortunate, and enjoying the things that we thought were really cool. Because there was some cool stuff on there. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, just go back and refer to our 2.5-hour episode last week. It was a really long episode. Good. Glad to hear it.
It's eclectic.
I thought you said it's electric, and I was saying boogie, woogie, woogie. It is eclectic. Very eclectic. I'm curious to, Chris, what your food experience is going to be like. And if you go to the Italian place, because that's the one place we did not go to, but also just in general, it's like if you get better, well, I don't want to say the service was bad. Like the people were kind in the galley, but if your food is correct and brought to you in a timely manner at the same time and stuff. But yeah, I hope it is. I really do. I am rooting for Virgin Voyages. I am not their enemy. I want them to succeed.
Hello, Billy. Welcome.
Hey, Billy. Thanks for joining us.
Stacy said it didn't seem like a long episode. It was very interesting.
Oh, thank you.
I hope we didn't turn like a bunch of people off from it if it's something that they're interested in trying.
I mean, I don't want to turn people off to it, but at the same time, we may have saved some people some money.
Yes, I agree with that.
Better spent. It's definitely, even if everything was working well as intended, it's still not going to be to the taste of a lot of cruisers.
Yeah.
Which is okay. That's all right. Like, I think that actually should be applauded in a sense. Like it would be boring if all cruise lines were the same, and mostly they are. There are some differences. It would be nice if there were choices that didn't also involve vast differences in the amount of money you spend. But I think that diversity, variety is always a good thing, or most of the time it's a good thing. And it just ups the game for everybody. So there you go. There's my positive spin.
All right.
On that.
They've been to Pink Agave, Pizza Place, the Galley, and the Dock House.
Cool.
We didn't eat at the Dock House either, although I thought their food looked kind of good.
That was the one in the back of the ship. Yeah.
The Mediterranean.
Yeah, really. We didn't have a chance to experience all the food on the ship. So.
Right. It is.
I don't know what that was.
It is time.
It's time. When I get the time. Okay, so we're going to do a Mad Lib. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to ask you guys for the words to fill in. And then we're going to officially start the podcast and stuff. And then at some point, probably not immediately, we're going to read that Mad Lib. So if you would.
Real quick. Hi, Kenny. Yes, we can see your comments. Well, I can.
I can't because right now I don't have it up, but she can relay them to me.
Yeah.
So we're going to, if you guys are probably all familiar with Mad Libs, I wrote this Mad Lib with Kimbra's help. So, and then we went through and together and decided which words to let you guys change. So what we're going to do is, I know there's like a little bit of a delay from the time that I say something to the time that the comments come back to me. So we're going to do, we're just going to say what we need and then see if we can figure out what it is in the comments.
Well, how about we do, like we say what we need, and then I will put like a letter G or something in the comments. And then once I put another letter G, then the comments for that section are done. Anything between those G's.
Why a G?
Because that's the letter that I looked at on my keyboard.
Oh, I thought it was like the G spot or something. But
no,
I'll never find it. Anyway,
does that you want to do something? You just want
No, that's good. Good. There, that's what it stands for.
I was thinking go.
Go. Good. Great. Okay, so here's the first one. And that is a number between 1 and 12. And we'll try and just go with the first one we see, I think. Try and go with the first number. So if you see a number pop up there,
right.
Let me know what it is. And then
we'll try not to pick from the same person every time. So we want everyone to participate.
We'll try and be fair in that regard as well.
All right, the first number is 7.
7. Okay.
Okay, don't say anything. I gotta put another G. This is the end.
My only friend. The end. All right. Next thing we need is a number between 1 and 12. So I know that's repetitive. Don't worry. They're not all like that. Another number. Yet another number between 1 and 12. I guess we could have just went with the second number that came.
Oh, we could have, but it's too late now because you've already said it.
It's too late, baby.
8.
It's too late. 8 is the number we're saying. Okay. So the next thing we're going to need is... Hold
on. Let's make sure that everybody stops for a sec.
Okay. The next two are the same. Should we just take the first two?
Yes, that works. The next two are the same. So we'll just take the first two that pop up.
There you go. And this one is going to be food.
But I am going to, if I picked your stuff from the previous, I am going to try and pick from different people. So if you're the first one there, you might not actually get yours picked.
Yeah, but put it in there anyway.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know,
we'll see
you
what
never
it
know.
is.
So yes, so we're looking for food. Food.
Your face.
Food. Food.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. Because
are you sure you're allowed to drink the rest of that?
There's a lot of ice in here.
There's also a lot of alcohol.
It's Saturday. We got foods?
We've got a couple of foods. We've got a lasagna.
Lasagna. Oh God, how do you spell that?
Lasagna.
That was the first one. Congratulations for being able to spell that and be first.
And then we have a taco.
Taco. Okay, cool.
Oh shoot. No, that's not what I wanted. Come on, internet. Okay.
Oh gee.
All right, that's
ready
the end for that.
The next one that we need is going to be a verb. A verb.
People going through and looking at like the chat afterwards going to be like, why are there so many G's?
What happened here? Maybe we should do, well, if we do multiple ones, it's going to be difficult. We've got a lot of words to get through though, so we'll see if we can expedite it at some points. We got a verb?
We've got a verb. It's run.
Run. Okay, and then we need a body part, and we also need another verb ending in ing. A body part and another verb ending in ing. These are not going to go together. These are two separate things. I'm just trying to,
Move it along.
move it along.
All right, we have arm and dancing.
Arm, dancing. Then we need a place on the on a ship. A place on a ship and an adjective. Do you say adjective or adjective?
I say adjective, but when I'm spelling it, I say adjective.
Because that's how it's spelled, right?
Yeah.
Adjective, but it's
Lido.
Lido. Okay. And an adjective.
Cool.
Cool. Then we need an animal and an emotion. An animal and an emotion.
Animal and emotion.
Not an emotional animal.
No.
This is like cinnamon. It's like a rum chata tequila. Is how I describe this. It's very good.
I'm waiting for an emotion to pop up before I tell you what we've got.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go with penguin.
Penguin.
And mad. I actually really liked Gina's antelope. Oh, Gina's animal. She said antelope. But we took her emotion. So
Okay.
I wanted
You
to
took
mix
her
it up.
emotion.
I took your emotion, Gina.
All right. So we need a number between, well, let's see, greater than the last number. So a number between 9 and 12. And we need a crew member title, like anything that like a crew
Like a
member
position.
does. Any position on a ship. So a number between 9 and 12 and a crew member title.
Position thing.
Position. Title.
Job.
Thing. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. Stuff and things, man.
Words.
And there's going to be a bunch of nouns coming up after this. So
You have 11 and head waiter.
11 head waiter. Now we need 3 nouns, and one of them needs to be a proper noun. So 3 nouns, one of them, I'm sorry, 4 nouns. One of them is a proper noun.
4.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this one's proper.
Got it. I understand.
So 4 nouns, one of them proper. So we can just go.
Yep. Just wait. I'm just waiting for him to start popping in.
Gotcha.
So we can grab them all at once.
Okay. I mean, other ones could be proper nouns, I guess. They don't have to not be, but the one should be a proper noun.
Okay. Well, I have Michigan as a proper noun.
Okay. We don't know if this is going to work, but we thought it would be fun.
We didn't test it out.
To try.
Book.
Ball. And then one more proper noun.
We'll go with, you need another proper noun?
Well, I put Michigan in as just a regular noun. I can swap it.
I don't, that's the only proper noun that's come in.
Okay. I'll swap it to the proper noun spot. And then I need another regular noun.
Ball. Did I say ball?
I got
chair.
Ball. Chair. That's right, chair.
Chair.
Okay, and now we need an adjective and a restaurant.
Hello, Aaron. Welcome.
We're playing Mad Libs.
That's what our podcast is now. Just Mad Libs.
We're all Mad Libs here. An adjective in a restaurant. The restaurant at the end of the universe.
All right, we have Applebee's
Applebee's.
and interesting.
Then we're going to need a noun and a food type. Another noun and a food type. We're getting there.
Yep.
We're making progress.
We've got dessert,
Dessert. That's the food type?
I guess. Oh, I like that one. You want to switch it around for a sec? Because dessert was Stacy's, but he said something else. Oh, here we go. Wait. We're getting most of those are food types. Motorcycle?
Motorcycle? Okay. We need a food topping and a plural noun. A food topping. What do you like to put on top of your food?
Cheese.
I mean,
cheese on top of anything is pretty much good.
Is it though? What about on top of ice cream?
I don't think cheese would be good on top of ice cream.
A food topping and a plural noun.
We have some, but I'm going to wait a couple minutes because Aaron has put some in, but we haven't grabbed them. So I want to see if Aaron wants to add one before I grab one of the, because basically this has been Gina, Stacy, and Meg. And I'm going to give someone else a chance.
Which we appreciate.
Yes,
guys.
Absolutely. We love it. Yes, Meg, cheese is awesome.
I mean, I don't disagree. I'm just saying there are limits to
she put it
cheese.
in parentheses to say that she's actually saying that, not like that's her option. Let's see.
Food topping and a plural noun.
Hi, Tony. We're doing Mad Libs. All right, so we're gonna go with let's see. I'm confused. Hold on. I've let things go cherries.
Cherries.
And waterfalls.
Cherries. Okay. And then we're going to need an activity and 3 more nouns, one of them proper.
You just gave them a lot of stuff.
I know, but
that's okay.
It's mostly the same. So an activity and then 3 nouns, and at least one of those needs to be a proper noun. Just trying to get it moving along here because we're definitely over halfway through, but it's a lot.
All right, so we have, let's go free diving.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Blanket.
Okay.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, that could be our proper noun.
And car.
Good. Okay, then we have an adjective, a verb ending in ing, and a noun. An adjective, a verb ending in ing, and a noun.
I'm really excited to read this.
I know. If I can read my chicken scratch here, I think I can. See that? I'm a Pinkies Up drinker, just so you know.
Yeah. I'm so glad Tony joined in on this. Okay. What did you ask for?
An adjective, a verb ending in ing, and a noun. And a noun.
Okay. An adjective, mean.
Mean. Okay.
A verb ending in ing, fluctuating.
Wow.
Right. That's why I said leave it to Tony to put in these types of words.
Fluctuating. Okay, and my noun?
And a noun. I'll let you choose, Matt. It's either bow tie or boat.
Let's take bow tie because bow
Okay.
ties are cool. All right, now we need a restaurant, an adjective. Let's just go with those because we're almost at the end. A restaurant and an adjective. Adjective.
Adjective.
How do you guys say it? If you say adjective, put a C. If you say adjective, just put an A.
Hi, Dan. We're playing Mad Libs.
Adjective, or maybe you say something totally different.
We'll read it we're reading at the end of the podcast.
Well, I don't know.
Or somewhere,
after we talk
not
about
right at the beginning.
Costa Maya. Maya-chan.
All right. What did you ask for? A restaurant.
A restaurant.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
And an adjective. Silly.
I almost spelled Olive Garden. Silly. Silly. Now we need a plant or animal and a 2 numbers. Those are the next 3. A plant or an animal. That's one of the keywords.
Let's do the next one too.
And then, and then another animal.
Why not?
Yeah,
if we're
sure.
getting plants and
Let's do
animals
it.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
So we're going to take a plant or an animal and then 2 numbers and then an animal. So they can all be animals, but if you want it to be a plant, it could be whatever you guys say, you know. You're in control.
All right.
We only have 3 left after that.
I need numbers. Oh, there's 1 number in. Let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got enough. I've got to sort through and see what we've got.
Brilliant. Remember those Guinness commercials? Brilliant. Those are good commercials.
Okay. I have to say antelope.
Antelope.
Because she did it again.
You anteloper.
What do you need now?
I need a couple of numbers and I need another animal.
13.
13.
And 4. Although I have to tell you that
4.
Meg did say 42.
Oh, man.
But at this point, I already said another number.
And then another animal.
Walrus.
A walrus. They call me the walrus. Okay, and then we have 3 more. So 2 of those are verbs ending in ing, and the other one is a noun. So I need 2 verbs ending in ing and a noun. And then we'll start the podcast.
Yep.
Officially. Officially. Verbs ending in ing and a noun. Picking. Nagging.
So you weren't reading this, but I have to tell you, when you said plant or animal, Tony said devil snare.
That's a plant, right?
It is a plant.
Yes.
And then he said levitating. Someone's living in a Harry Potter world, aren't they?
Living in a Harry Potter world, and I am just a muggle girl. Anyway.
All right. What is it that you need?
I need 2 verbs ending in ing, and I need a noun.
Flipping and flying.
Flipping. Flying. And finally, a noun.
Let's see if anybody else gives me a noun. I've got 1, but we used one of his ing, so I want to see if we get another one here in a second. If not, then Hello, Mallory and Andrew. Marble.
Hey,
It's going to be marbles.
marble. Brilliant.
All right. The Mad Lib is completed.
We'll read that in a bit.
We'll read it in a bit.
We're going to start the show.
Indeed, we are.
Come with me, we're going on a Fintastic cruise. Pick your destination with news, tips, and reviews. But here is an item you might not have thought of. All of the things under the water. Nature surrounds us with elegant features. You can't go on a cruise and not see the creatures. So let's make some magic, let's get ecstatic. Instantly classic, maybe romantic. The wildlife around you, cinematic on your Fintastic cruise.
On Beanie and
No, go. I didn't have to go.
Bon Beanie, and thank you for joining us in another episode of Fintastic Cruising. I am Matt.
And I'm Kimbra.
And we hope everybody is having a splendid Saturday afternoon. Saturday napternoon. That's what it should be called. A Saturday napternoon. If you are joining us live currently, then welcome. And thank you for joining us. So I am just going into YouTube.
I got it taken care of.
You got it taken care of.
I
Perfect. Excellent. How's everybody doing out there in the
Did
in
you
the
say
world?
that you are Matt and I'm Kimbra? Did we say that part?
I don't know. I think we might have had. Did we have like a spammer or like a?
Yeah, something that popped up right when
You know what?
we
We
were
need
starting.
to make like we need to make Stacy or Meg or somebody. We need to give them the wrench.
We do.
We haven't had any issues. This is maybe the first issue we had. Does that mean we're actually getting popular?
We're so popular. We need wrenches.
So, look, last week we did like a Lord of the Rings uncut version episode. This week is probably not going to be that crazy long. So we're going to talk about what we did in Costa Maya, Mexico.
What's happening there?
I don't know.
Okay.
And
yes, Costa Maya.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's weird. My screen is blank. I'm going to look on YouTube just to make sure it's working. And our experiences at Maya Chan, which is kind of the excursion that we did in Costa Maya, Mexico. We went to Maya Chan. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's the right one. So I'm like distracted.
We are
I'm multitasking right now, trying to make sure that this thing is actually working properly because I couldn't see myself there. Okay, well, it looks like we're all good. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up to thank us for our lack of preparation here. And don't forget, if you're watching in the future or now, to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell, bing, so you're notified every time new content comes out on Fintastic Cruising, because we did have some actual content come out this week. Finally, another episode came out. We're still behind. We're still have stuff from Horizon to come out, but we got the video out for Costa Maya because it was really not about the cruise. It's not part of the cruise vlog, and we wanted to get to the next video too, which is our shark swim. So we kind of expedited those a bit, and yeah. Hey, yeah, Kennedy, we might be talking to you about that too. More mods, the better, because not everybody can make it every time.
Right.
So people that we can trust, if you're interested in being a moderator for us, since that may become an issue that we have to deal with now, let us know, and we'll hook you up with a wrench. Yeah.
Not a physical wrench.
No. Tony and I used to call it the hammer, but it's really a wrench.
It is a wrench.
So.
All right. So do you have anything like the business to talk about?
I don't think so.
Well, then I have to throw it out here because it's important to me. The group cruise.
Group cruise. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell everybody. We decided to go back to the original date and just do the nude thing.
Right.
If you're booked on the group cruise, don't worry. We're going to move you back to the original date, and we're all just going to go in the buff, because that is what happened. We got kicked out of our original date slot for a nude cruise.
A 2-week nude cruise.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
See, it's even
2
better.
weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks of nudity. I don't know.
They get like special private island nude time.
Yeah, they do. Of course, I am not serious. We are keeping the date that you see on the screen right now. And if you're listening, that is March 12th to the 19th, 2023. Join us. It's going to be on the Carnival Pride. It's going to go to Grand Cayman. It's going to go to Mahogany Bay in Roatan. It's going to go to Belize in Belize. And it's going to go to Cozumel in Mexico.
It's on the Pride out of Tampa.
Out of Tampa,
Our home turf. That was not planned.
That was in stereo. Stereo.
If you are interested in booking, please email me at fintastictravel@gmail.com.
If you're not interested in booking, don't do that. Unless you're interested in booking something else. And then go ahead and do that.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, yes, let's talk about Costa Maya.
Okay.
You've never been there before, this cruise.
Correct. This was my first time to Costa Maya.
So
And I wasn't like overly excited about going because you kind of
I have kind of ragged on it a bit.
you kind of made me like, oh, I guess we'll go to Costa Maya.
It's not my favorite port because there's not a whole lot to do there. However, what we did this time may have changed my perspective a little bit. So first of all, let's talk about the port itself. So it is not a tender port. You actually pull up and get off. It's not a super long walk. It's a walk, but it's not like some ports where you have to walk for like 3 days to get to, by the time you get to the actual port itself, you're ready to throw a ring into Mount Doom.
But
it's not like that.
It was a little bit of a walk.
A little bit, but it wasn't terrible.
Because like we walked down one way and then you turned and walked down a little bit more.
Yeah, but it was all right.
It was fine.
Right. It was all right. It was all right. So the port itself is kind of nice, I would say. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it
looks nice. It doesn't look like a cookie cutter of every other port. However, the shops are pretty much cookie cutters of most other ports. But
it kind of made me think of like a combo of like Cozumel and Amber Cove.
Yeah, kind of like Cozumel's kind of its own thing, and Amber Cove is kind of that cookie cutter Carnival built this port.
But it has like the pool and stuff.
Just like Grand Turk is like that as well. It's nice. The one gripe I have about it is that their dolphin torture pool is not my favorite. And I say that not as somebody who is like all anti-dolphins in human care, but somebody who thinks that dolphins should have more space than like
a swimming pool.
The swimming pool that the humans have is all I'm saying. Not a fan of that dolphin encounter area, unless they take dolphins to another spot that I'm not aware of. Maybe they do, but I doubt it. So anyway, but the rest of the port, it's pretty nice. It's like built up. It's fancy. It looks good. It's unique. It's kind of nice. It's not huge, but it's all right. I mean, it's a typical port where they're like, oh, come over here, and come into my shop. They're a little pushy at times, but not like a straw market pushy.
Yeah,
they're like a standard cruise port market.
But they've got
pushy.
I like all the extra things that they've got. Like they've got that pool area,
the birds.
They've got
cool
like a whole
thing.
bird section. We didn't participate in that other than going to look at the flamingo.
If we would have been there longer, I bet we would have.
I would have
donated some money to that cause.
Yeah.
And there's a tequila tour that I've done there before, which is kind of cool. They've got like a little mini almost museum that you go through, and then you try tequila, and you can they give you the different types of tequila, and then you can try like the different things afterwards. And one of them's crickets, which I was really excited to eat crickets. I know most people would not be probably excited to do that, but for me, it was kind of cool. I was like, oh, I've fed crickets to lots of things, but now I've eaten crickets and chocolate, and it just tastes like chocolate with like some awkward crunchy bits. This probably didn't taste like crickets, but it was like a little spicy, crunchy. It was good.
I'm not interested.
I thoroughly enjoyed the crickets. I get what Churro, our lizard, sees in them.
I'm happy to feed Churro some crickets, but I don't want to. I love his name.
Churro, our lizard
We
Churro.
did such a great
It's
job
a
with
good
that.
name. It's a good lizard
It
name.
took like 3 days to come up with a name for him.
Yeah, but it was worth the
It's
wait.
perfect.
You know? So yeah, so we went to Costa Maya, and of course we booked a place called Maya Chan, which is run by some expats, and that's some kind of fancy talk for Americans that moved to Mexico or moved to somewhere, in this case Mexico. And so the other time that I was at Costa Maya and did the tequila tasting, I booked Maya Chan, and I got there and they were like, look, you don't want to come today because there's lots and lots of seaweed on the beach and it stinks real bad. We'll take you if you want, but we recommend that we just give you your money back. And I thought that's, really cool because some places would not have done that. Like they would have been like, give me your money and have a bad time. They did not do that. So it gave me a lot of confidence in this particular facility. Facility is maybe not the right word for it, though. It's really a beach area.
Mm-hmm. Can we back up a little bit and talk
Sure.
about booking it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So Matt was like, hey, let's go to Maya Chan. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but I looked it up. It's an all-inclusive beach. I wouldn't say resort, beach area.
Yeah. It's got amenities. It's got some amenities.
Yes, but it's not like a fancy like hotel resort,
which is a plus, I think.
Yeah,
you don't
have all those
you're
hotel
not just people using the hotel accommodations for the day, because that's kind of how it was when we went to Flamingo in Aruba,
Right.
which was still amazing. But you're their only customers, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all inclusive. So all the drinks you want, they do lunch for you. You have rental activities. So like they have kayaks and paddle boards and
pedal boats.
Pedal boats.
Pedal
boats.
Pedal boats.
Snorkeling gear. All of that is included. So I was like, okay, that sounds cool. I've never really done like a real all-inclusive kind of thing.
And you cannot, somebody asked us in the chat, you cannot book this through the cruise lines. You have to go online to book this.
Yes. So you go to Maya Chan. I Googled Maya Chan. I don't know what their website is. If you Google Maya Chan and then go, you can find it.
Yeah.
But what was great is the price. For the two of us, this all-inclusive beach was $138, which is very reasonably priced for what you actually get.
Yeah.
The other thing is they send you, it's all done through like email, payments done through like PayPal. So it's definitely a family run kind of thing. And you can tell that based on the emails that they give to you. Although they are professional, they're also like very straightforward. Like some of the emails said things like, we have cats and dogs here. If you don't like it, don't come. If you're in a bad mood, stay on the ship. But it wasn't done in like a rude way. It was done in a like, don't come and bring your problems with you.
It was done in a way for people that can't stand when people have issues like that would appreciate. It was snarky, but it was like on your side snarky. Like if you're offended by those things, then you shouldn't go because you're the people they don't want there. If you get off the ship with a bad attitude, nobody wants you there.
Right.
Just save your money. Go away. If you don't like dogs and cats, stay away. They love their dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And for like somebody like Kimbra and I who are animal people, we're like, heck yeah, dogs and cats, like that's cool. So it was really nice. When we got there though, you meet them at the port. Are we at that point?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the booking and the costs and stuff.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I mean, no. We just did that.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So then we get there and they give very, very clear directions on exactly where you need to go to meet because you actually have to walk outside of the port area.
Right.
They give you a map with like a drawn line to show the different features that you're passing on the way. So they're very detailed as far as finding them.
Yeah, because you do have to leave the port area, and this is not a dangerous part of Mexico. You have to leave the port area just a little ways. You can still see the security gate from where you have to go to. That was not a proper sentence, but anyway, and you just basically you go out through. There's like technically 2 security gates. It kind of felt like we were only going through one, but there's technically 2, I think. And then you just walk down the street. Like it was a little confusing because they were like, we're on the right, 500. No, you just go down the street. You'll see them there. They're looking for you. You're looking for them. You just hang out with them. And they're like, we're going to get you a cab. They tell you how the whole day is going to work. And you just hang out till the cab shows up. So that's what we did, right?
Mm-hmm.
We hung out. The cab shows up. We get in the cab. It was like a minivan type of situation. So there were maybe 6 other people in there with us.
Yeah.
Something like that. They also were like, look, this taxi driver sometimes says that they only work for tips. Your gratuities are included for the taxi. If you want to tip more, you can, but they have been covered. So he didn't do that though.
Mm-mm.
To be fair, he was the taxi driver who we had the same one going and coming and going, was very, very nice, very polite, very informative.
He was chatty the whole time, talked about the different areas
super
that we
friendly
were
guy.
going back by.
And he didn't actually do that because they warned us about that both times. But anyway, we didn't tip him extra because they said that they had already taken care of that for them. We did tip Maya Chan there, and they will tell you there's a tip box. They say,
they call it the love box.
Right.
Love box.
And it's supposed
Is that what
to
it's
be split evenly amongst the people that work there. So I know some people were like, you can tip them individually, but they really kind of discourage that. I'm sure they would maybe accept it, but and if you want to reward an individual more, feel free to do that. But I think that I got the impression that everybody that worked there was well taken care of.
Yeah.
And happy, very happy to be there. So you get to this place and you are greeted by probably one of the owners. I mean, we were, but probably that would be the norm, is one of the owners would greet you, and they're American. So,
that's the other thing is the emails consistently said you'll be greeted by an English speaking staff member. And when you're doing this, there will be an English speaking person. So like they were very clear about the fact that everybody was able to speak English
very fluently. And
Yes.
and believe me, I am not one to judge going to Mexico expecting people to speak my language, because I only speak one language because I'm American. And so I have utmost respect for people that speak multiple languages. But it is nice that, you don't have any language barriers or anything. It's easy to communicate and feel like, 100% they know what you're saying, you know what they're saying, all that sort of thing. Now, they give you like the rules, which is not like, there's no strict, harsh rules, but
no, he did kind of like a little tour like thing. So he was
Yeah.
like, here's the bathroom, here's this is what we ask of you.
right. But there were
Sort
things
of.
they're doing like right now, like they wanted you to use hand sanitizer before you went to the taco bar and
Right.
stuff at lunchtime and stuff like that. Like they were just respectful, common sense kind of things, but mostly just informative about the property, which is, by the way, beautiful. We got put in this little kind of Gilligan's Island hut type thing with like, I don't know, there was a bed, there were some reclining kind of chairs. They didn't recline, but they were reclined chairs and
a
stuff.
hammock. But each group or family unit got like their own section. So like it was our private space that unless we invited others over, they were not to come into our space.
Right.
So I felt very safe just leaving our stuff there.
They have lockers, but we didn't feel like we needed them at all. Like we did bring the beach safe and we did lock up stuff at the beach safe. But honestly, if we hadn't had the beach safe, I would not have been concerned, because it's only their staff and people that are visiting. And you just don't get that vibe that it's a bad place to leave your stuff out. It just seems very safe to leave your stuff out. So they take you to your spot, right? And immediately they bring you some drinks, which were good. Okay,
It was a rum punch.
It was very tasty, and
Guac and chips
and
salsa,
which was all fresh.
That guacamole was some of the best guacamole I've had.
Yeah, they had a lady working there doing the food, and this is like, if you have like Mexican grandma that is like American grandma that makes American things, this is like, I don't know that she was that old to be calling her grandma, but she was like, this is the person you want cooking for you. Like there is this person knows how to cook. She was preparing all the food and it was phenomenal.
It was delicious.
So then we walked out, looked around. There's some places right up on the beach that you can sit that's just kind of like free for whoever gets
Mhm.
them, but there's plenty of seating and stuff. The water there is different because there's a lot of seagrass right there. So the water right at the beach is brown. It's not your clear Caribbean water. I took a look at it and I was like, I guess we won't be snorkeling today, but I was wrong. But
well,
that's,
it's on our way there, they were talking about, the driver was talking about the reef that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
out there, and like he was like, yeah, way out there where the water's breaking and stuff. So we were like, oh, cool, you know, we might get to snorkel on a reef. And then yeah, we saw the brown water.
yeah, but they do have the kayaks, the pedal boards, the pedal boats, the paddle boards, all that stuff's right there. Like we tried to get a paddle board out, then there's too many things, and they came running over. They're like, no, we do that for you, and they like pulled them into the water for us and stuff. But
that didn't last long.
no, it didn't. No, paddle boarding is not for us, at least not on the ones they had there.
I was able to stand up and move.
She did. I did not. But yes, so they have a swimming pool. I should say that too.
Yes.
It's very small. It's not like a great swimming pool, but it's a freshwater swimming pool. They
It's
have
not heated.
No, they have shower area, they have a changing area, they have bathrooms, everything you need is there. They have Wi-Fi that's included. Everything is included. They do ask for gratuities, or they don't really harp on it, but they do mention it, which we did take care of because they deserved it. Absolutely. But yeah, so I knew that they had snorkel gear that you could use. So I'm like, well, why would you have snorkel gear if your water looks like mud? So there must be something to it. Now, Kimbra mentioned that there's a reef, and I knew that there was a reef outside of Mahal Beach, which is what this is along, is Mahal Beach. But it's out there. You can see the water breaking. So I thought, well, maybe the water is going to clear up. So we asked one of our people that came into our little area about snorkeling, and she was kind of like, well, if you get out there, it supposedly clears up. And then if you go way out there, you can get to the reef, but it's really far. You can see where the water's breaking, and we're like
way out there.
Yeah, there's water breaking out there. She's like, you can swim out there if you're a strong swimmer. And I'm like, we're strong swimmers. So I'm like, okay, we're going to try it. So what's the worst that could happen, right? We get out there, and if it's too hard, we just turn around and come back. So we go out in the water, and it is literally mud water, and it's not very sandy right there either.
Or like walking through
muddy.
it, like my feet like sunk through
like,
it. I'm like, okay,
it's like wetlands kind of beach area. So that's fine. But but the trick is, okay, because you're going to kick up a bunch of this stuff and make it even worse. If you do want to snorkel, as soon as you can, you want to get horizontal, okay, and so you can swim, because walking through the muck, it's going to be easier just to swim. Wear fins. Definitely wear fins.
Oh yeah, you're not going out there without fins.
No. So, but you go out, and maybe 200 feet out off the beach, the water already starts to clear up. And you're looking at seagrass beds, which is a good spot for turtles, good spot for starfish.
Although we didn't see any of those.
No, but I'm sure they're there.
Well, yeah, we just didn't see them.
Yeah. And then the further out you go, the grass will give way to sand areas, and then you might get a little structure of rock and basically coral, a little mini coral heads. And you see fish in the seagrass, a few, and you'll see fish, a lot of fish actually, at those little mini coral heads. So you could snorkel out there and just go probably about 400 or 500 feet off the beach, maybe a little further, which isn't all that far really, because it's shallow water. Like you could just stand up that entire
for most
way.
of it. Yeah,
it's not bad. It's really not bad. But of course, we wanted to go to the reef because we're like coral reef. So I had looked on the map on Google Maps to try and figure out like how far out it was, and you can see I could see on the Apple Maps, not on Google Maps, but on Apple Maps, you could see that it was about a third of a mile where the water breaks at Maya Chan. And that water break area is where the coral reef comes up, because it gets a little deeper then, So you see the waves breaking in the satellite footage from the Matt program. So I'm like, that's a third of a mile. That's a lot.
It's a long swim.
It's a long, very long swim. Fortunately, though, not a lot of wave action, no currents that we at all on this day. So, you know, we're swimming out there together, and every now and then I'm looking back for Kimbra. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like, is she going to be okay? Is she comfortable? Are we still good? She was okay. But the further we get out there, the more I'm thinking we're not going to make it, because I can't see now where the water's breaking. Like, we're getting really far away. There's not really any boats out here or anything, so I'm not worried about that, because we didn't have a dive flag or anything like that. But I'm like, I want to be safe and all that. So we got to a point where I was like, I don't think we're going to go much further. Like, I think we're about at the limit of what we're going to go. And then we stopped to like chat for a minute, and there's some other snorkelers out there, and they were locals. Like, they were not from Maya Chan. They were locals out there catching stuff or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that kind of, I think for me at least, that sort of revitalized my comfort level of being out there, because they didn't have a dive flag or anything. That was my main concern, is like, boats are going to start coming by, but it was mostly too shallow for that. So I wasn't super concerned with that probability, but I'm like, let's just go a little further. Let's just go a little further. You start seeing more sand, less grass, deeper water, more coral head structures. And then boom, there it is, the coral reef. And it was awesome.
It was pretty.
It was very pretty.
It was kind of like a relief once we got out there.
Yeah,
I was like,
we made it.
We're here.
And this reef is like a barrier reef. It just goes miles. This reef is miles long, but it's not that thick. I don't know how thick it was exactly. We didn't spend as much time out there as we probably should have, but apparently there's a big drop off on the other side of it, is what the guy was saying in the taxi. So that doesn't surprise me. That sounds pretty normal. So we get to the coral reef, and this coral reef is super shallow. Like, the guys were standing on it, which I didn't really appreciate that. But you're out here. I mean, there's spots where you literally can't go through because the coral is sticking out of the water.
Yeah, like I felt like I was just barely moving my legs so that I wasn't gonna like hit something to get over.
There's like channels and stuff you can go through. And we could have spent hours and hours out there exploring. One thing I noticed though is there were not tons of fish on this reef. Like, it was kind of abandoned from fish. There were fish. It wasn't like there were no fish, but compared to other reefs I've been on,
it's not like Curacao.
No. Oh, well, no, definitely not like Curacao. But even like the little rocky area that we were at in Coco Cay,
right,
had a lot more biomass on it. So I don't know why that is. I don't know. The reef looked relatively healthy for where it was and stuff. So I don't know if it was just, I don't know why that was a situation.
But there was some stuff.
There were fish there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't totally abandoned.
No, it wasn't like a dead reef. And there was a lot of sea fans, and there was some live coral there. Like, it looked okay. Like, it didn't look like an unhealthy reef or anything. Like I said, for that type of reef and that depth of water, that far away from the beach, it looked good from what I could tell. But what we did see was cool. Like, so we saw what was going to be the cruise creature, which I guess we'll talk about in a little bit here. But the big thing that we saw, which if you watch the video we released, you already know this, but we came over like the top of the coral reef, and I look down and I see just sand like kicked up, and I'm looking at it, and the water's not crystal clear. It's pretty clear. Like, if it was Florida water around where we live, that would be amazingly clear. But for like the Caribbean, it wasn't super clear, but it was clear enough. So I'm seeing this like puff of sand flying up, and I see these fins at the bottom. So I knew it was a stingray, but usually you see southern stingrays. Those are the ones that like Grand Cayman.
Big round ones.
Yeah. So those are the ones people normally see. And I'm like, that doesn't look like a southern stingray, but it was mostly sand that I could see. It just looked too pointy, and it looked a little too big to be a southern stingray, but southern stingrays do get pretty big. So I'm looking at it more and more, and then suddenly it kind of comes up a little bit. And no, this is not a southern stingray. This was the largest eagle ray, spotted eagle ray I have ever seen by far.
It was the only spotted eagle ray I've seen. Well, not counting the aquariums.
Right. The only one you've seen in the wild.
The only one I've seen in the wild.
I've seen a lot of them in the wild, but they are usually have when I say wingspan, I'm talking their fins across. And usually the ones I see in this area, which is where I've seen most of them, are probably 2 to 3 feet across. This one was probably at least 5 feet across, maybe 6 or more feet across. It was big. And they do get big. I mean, they get, I think, up to 10 feet across or something like that.
I think the max I saw was 16, but 16, that was like the maximum.
So that's like, yes, but that's huge, right? So that's like manta ray almost at that point. But this was a big spotted eagle ray, and it just like it was. I'm sure it was feeding on something on the bottom, and then it like finished, and it just kind of like glided. It was just
kind of a loop-de-loop under us, and then took off.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was awesome.
It was very, very cool. So so then we headed back. Well, then we realized that like at this point, it took us 45 minutes to get out to the reef to swim out there. And now it's like noon.
It was noon. We popped up and I looked at my watch and I said, it's lunchtime.
Yeah. So then we're like, well, I guess if we want to eat lunch, we better go back. In hindsight, there was another cruise ship coming in with 14 more people that cruise ship wasn't even getting into 1. So we probably would have been okay to spend another hour out there or something, but it was fine because we had really amazing snorkeling experiences on the next port. So we swam back and we just took our time because there's stuff to see. It wouldn't take 45 minutes if you just bolted out there. It'd probably take 30 though. But we made it back, and then you go up to the taco bar. Basically, the tortillas, they ask you if you want corn or flour, and that lady is literally like frying them up for you, like fresh.
Yeah.
This is not Taco Bell. Okay. This is not even the Blue Iguana. This is like really good stuff. And then you have a choice.
Well, and then they say, how many do you want?
Oh yeah.
And like, I don't know, a few. Like, you want to start with 10? You want to start with 4? We're like, oh, like really, this is like all you can eat.
It's all you can eat. I got 4, and we
each got 4. So, but they had 4 different proteins.
Yep. So you could get.
There was the pork, the chicken, the fish.
Mm-hmm. And there was a steak. Yeah. Carne asada. They said the names. They weren't all the typical names, but we didn't try the fish, obviously, because we don't like fish, but I'm sure it was delicious. If you do like fish, I'm sure it was amazing because everything else was amazing. I think my least favorite one was the pork, which was in like banana leaves and stuff. It sounded good, but it was a little bit more on the bland side. But if you like bland, that's probably the one for you. The carne asada, and that was just amazing though.
The chicken was good too. They were good.
Yeah, it was very good.
And they had all the different salsas.
Picos, guacamole. It's all there.
Yeah. And they're constantly coming by asking if you want another drink.
Oh man, yeah. I think we had 7 drinks each there.
Yeah. And
they're not super strong drinks,
but they're delicious.
If you wanted super strong drinks, you could have ordered like they had their version of Long Island iced tea.
And the margarita.
They have like punny names for all their drinks, which are fun. And the margarita, those are stronger. Like if you wanted strong drinks, you could have, if that was your goal, but we just wanted drinks because we enjoyed drinking them. So we weren't like there to like get drunk necessarily. So, but yeah, the drinks were good. Every drink we had was good. Like not just okay,
but good.
Better than anything we had on the ship, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Especially the pina colada.
The pina colada was really good. And they like sprinkled some nutmeg on top.
That pina colada was like, it may have been better than the one we had in San Juan, which is for me to say that is saying a lot because I do not put many drinks above the pina coladas in San Juan. This was at least giving it a run for its money. And yeah, the nutmeg really made it, but it wasn't like a mix, you know, it was like it just all felt fresh. It was just really good. And everybody was so kind. It was just a really good experience. They come around and they say, what time do you want to leave? And then you give them a time. They have cabs that leave on the half an hour.
Yeah, hour and a half hour. And then they come around 10 or 15 minutes prior to when you're supposed to leave. And they're like, hey,
wake you up in case
your cab's going to be here in, 10, 15 minutes, whatever the time is, start packing up or whatever.
They do have a masseuse there that you can pay to have a massage. It's the only thing you could spend money on there, I think. Yeah. Well, and they had a few trinkets you could buy. Like they had a little gift shop.
Sort of gift shop thing.
Yeah, it was like a little hut that you could go in, and we looked around and stuff. And I will tell you, there were things in there. There was like hot sauce in there that we didn't buy. And it was like, I think it was like $5. And then when we were back in Costa Maya at the port, we saw the same hot sauce and it was like $8. So if you want to buy any of that stuff, buy it there because you're supporting them and it's a lot cheaper. And then like the lady that worked there, one of the ladies that worked there were like, do you guys ever see lizards here? Like we really like reptiles and stuff. And she's like, oh yeah. So they're outside, I guess because the dogs and cats probably they don't hang out inside there, but they're like outside of the compound, which they have to like unlock it to let you out, which is a little weird. But she took us out there. Like she's like, oh yeah, I'll take you. So she took us out there, like unlocked the gate, like walked us around and found the lizards with us and stuff. So I mean, it was just really cool. Yeah. And then they get us on the cab, and you go back, and I had to correct somebody on the cab ride home. Because there's like, and let me just say this, not to be snarky science guy, but we're like driving and it's rivers and stuff going into this water. So the rivers have trees and mangroves and plants. And so it's very tannic. Lots of tannic acid makes the water brown. So the water entering into the bay area or beach area, it's brown right there. We're driving over it and these guys are just talking all this stuff and I'm just letting it go. Because when you know about a subject and you're around people that want to talk about that subject and they don't know about it, then a lot of times you hear a lot of misinformation. And I try not to sound like a smart aleck and correct people all the time on that, but sometimes I can't help myself. So this guy was like proclaiming that this was all like bad algae going into the water. And I was like, no, that's just what it looks like. It should be that way. Anyway, there's my little rant.
The massages, there's a question.
Oh, yeah.
The massages were $25.
So and I'm sure that maybe you would tip too.
Probably. And I think they only took cash for it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would suspect.
I don't think it was a place where they really utilized.
But there was no pressure. Like the girl, they told us about it. The lady came around one time. She was like, are you guys interested in a massage? We said, no, thank you. Probably not. And she said, okay, if you do, just find me and we'll take care of you. And that was it.
Nothing else.
No pressure at all. So if I would have wanted a massage, I would have felt comfortable. They were in a secluded area, private area. So you weren't like out on the beach, like everybody's watching you like,
yeah, it was like totally back behind like the main area.
Yeah. So yeah, it was great. So why would this change my mind about Costa Maya? Because before I had done the Chichén Itzá, I think is the ruins I did, maybe whatever ruins are there. And it was cool, but it's not something I would do every time I went to Costa Maya. So I'm like, what else is there to do in Costa Maya? I don't like Mahoal Beach where they just take you there because I got ripped off there. And I know a lot of other people who have heard stories of other people getting ripped off there. I don't want anything to do with that. It's high pressure. It's scam city. I'm sure there are exceptions to that, like this one. But this experience was stellar. And I would be very happy to go back over and over and over again. And and just experience that same thing. Maya Chan, oh my gosh, if you're going to Costa Maya, I cannot recommend it more. Like, it's just, do it. Like, if you are interested in an all-inclusive, I haven't been, like, I don't go to Mr. Sancho's and Nachi Cocon because I want to snorkel and there's not a lot of snorkeling there. Maybe on a group cruise, we would do that. But, that's just not our thing. But this had everything. So it has the snorkeling, got to work for it a little bit, but it's got it. And it was just a wonderful experience. So highly recommend Maya Chan.
Yes.
Yeah. Kevin says $25 and Cheryl wants 2 massages. So I guess that's a good price. I mean,
Well,
definitely
think
compared to
about
like,
how much it is on the ship.
well, yeah, but that's like excessive. I don't know how much it normally is at like these kind of places, but $25. And I don't remember how long it was. It was it like 20 minutes or half an
I
hour?
mean, it was like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah. So I don't know. That seemed like a good deal to me as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's, you want to do the creature, or do you want to do the other thing?
Let's do the other thing first.
Okay. So before we started the podcast officially, so if you're just listening, you won't hear this original part. We created a Mad Lib, and we got input from people that were in our chat on YouTube, and we're going to read that now with all the words and stuff that they gave us. So,
well, do you want to, just in case people don't know what Mad Libs is?
Who doesn't know what a Mad Lib is?
Okay, fine.
No, go ahead. You're right.
So for those of you that don't know what a Mad Libs is, go do one. But if you've never done one, basically there's like a story that somebody has like created, and they pull out words, and you go in and you add in like a noun or an adjective or a verb to recreate this story.
But you don't know the story while you're in. They just say, give me a noun, give me a verb, give me in our case, food items.
Yeah. You don't know the story. So you just give out words that go along with whatever they ask for.
Yep.
And then you put the words into the story in the correct places, and then you read it. So
that's what we did. So we wrote this one this morning, and it's called, and if it goes well, we'll do more. I don't know if it's going to go well or go terrible. We'll find out because we don't know, but it's called a typical sea day. So here we go. Normally, when I'm at home and don't have to go to work, I like to sleep in until at least 7 o'clock. That one didn't work out too well. But when I am on a cruise ship, I always wake up by 8 a.m. First thing I do is head straight to the buffet for a good breakfast like lasagna and tacos. After breakfast, I head to my cabin and get ready for the day. This includes a quick run, washing my arm, and dancing. And dancing on my swimming trunks. Now it's time to head to the Lido. I like to find a cool chair close to the bar. That can be a challenge because there are so many chair penguins on cruises these days. That makes me so mad. Wow, that mad was like the perfect actually emotion for that. But that's okay because I'm on a cruise and it's time to relax. By 11 o'clock, did you guys read this ahead of time? Right. 11 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, I think that's the actual word I put in there before we changed it. I'm ready for my first cocktail. I wave the head waiter down and order a chair colada and a book daiquiri. Or sometimes I go crazy and mix the two. They call it a Michigan ball. After sipping on that interesting drink, I'm usually ready for some lunch. I head straight over to Applebee's and grab my favorite, a motorcycle dessert with lots of cherries and waterfalls. Yummy! It's so delicious. After lunch, I'm ready for some afternoon activities. I typically try to find a good game of freediving with hopes of winning the much sought after blanket on a car. I especially enjoy it if the theme is St. Louis because I have a better chance of winning. Hey, that's true. Because, win or lose, it's always a mean game. Next up is some downtime on my balcony, fluctuating a book or taking a bow tie. Let me read that again. Next up is some downtime on my balcony, fluctuating a book or taking a bow tie. By now, it's time for dinner, and I head straight to the Olive Garden for a silly 3-course meal. Stuffed antelope are my favorite appetizer. When they are available, I usually get 13 orders. For an entree, I like 4-ounce fillets or walrus chops. For dessert, I love the classic chocolate flipping cake. After dinner, I'm ready for a fun night of marble shows and flying before heading back to my stateroom and drifting back to sleep. There you go.
That turned out pretty good.
I think that thing came out pretty good. If you guys like that, let us know so we know whether to do it one again or to avoid it like the plague. But yeah, it was
fun.
fluctuating. Walrus chops for the win, I think. I think that's what I want now is some
Chair penguins.
Chair penguins, yes. So there you go. That was fun for us at least. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. Maybe we'll do more. If you want more of those, let us know. And I'm going to just mess everything up for a second. If you will kick me out of the chat window.
Yep.
Yes. Do another one, Stacy says. Okay. It took a while to get all those words, though. Maybe we'll
have to find a different way to do it.
Some shorter ones, or maybe, yeah. But it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it.
Chair penguins can be a new Fintastic cruising code word.
Stupid chair penguins.
I don't know. It'll be really good if we start actually cruising and you hear somebody across the way being like, look at all the chair penguins.
Nothing like a good feed of walrus chops in the old MDR. There it says yes. Absolutely. Right? Who can beat walrus chops? I mean, come on.
Gross.
Come on. All right, let's knock out this cruise creature.
You want to knock out creatures?
No. Today's cruise creature is brought to you by the letter. No, that's
G.
G, yes. Oh, G. There's an inside joke. Anyway, what's the cruise creature, Kimbra?
The spotted trunkfish.
Which we did spot in Costa Maya.
Indeed, we did.
These are your typical trunkfish. And by that, I mean they're flat bottom fish. I'm pretty sure Freddie Mercury sang about these.
These flat bottom fish make the
rock and we'll go.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a reef and world go around.
But these are so they have that boxy shape with we've talked about boxfish before, trunkfish on here before, where you could set them on the shelf and they look like they're made for that. But these guys get big, I think up to 14 or 16 inches, something like that. They're big. And as their name suggests, they're spotted. So
they are spotted.
So if you see one of these trunk-shaped fish or box-shaped fish, and they have big spots, and the thing about these spots is they're pretty consistent size spots. They are dark spots. However, they do have some white spots on them sometimes. Ours did. Mm-hmm. We spotted, had some white spots on there, and they then you probably got a spotted trunkfish, but they're pretty cool looking fish. And the thing that's always confused me a bit about them is that they just seem like they just don't give a hoot about where they are. They just swim around. They're not fast swimmers. They look very awkward swimming, actually. They don't look like they should be swimming.
Because they kind of float.
Yeah,
they're definitely moving.
They're not hydrodynamic.
No, but they kind of float. Sometimes they kind of go a little sideways.
Yeah, you're like, how do you survive? Well, we found out how they survive. How do they survive, Kimbra?
They secrete a toxin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll do it, right?
So like if you go touch them, you will be fine unless you then stick your finger in your mouth. So don't do that.
I mean, but they're in the if you're out of the water, in the water, probably dilute it.
Well, that's true.
Probably don't take the chance. But if you're a predator and you eat this fish, it's going to secrete this toxin. Now, it's probably too late to save that individual fish. Like a shark bites you, and then they're like, "Oh, toxin!" But what happens over time is that predators like that kind of figure out not to eat those type of fish.
Right.
And so you took one for the team, I guess you could say. And so other spotted bachfish, now they're classical musicians. Other spotted boxfish or trunkfish, they may survive because the next time that shark that probably got really sick from eating your friend sees a boxfish, they're like, nope, I did that once before. Kind of like tequila.
Which he's still drinking.
If you drink bad tequila and you drink too much of it when you're young, and then for the rest of your life, you're like, tequila, no, thank you. Unless you find out that there are good tequilas in the world. And what Jose Cuervo that you had when you were 22
is not
probably
really.
wasn't one of them. Jose Cuervo, I think, does make quality tequila, but most of it, anyway, that's another topic. Anyhow, that's the spotted bachfish.
You want to talk about the
I did it again.
the bachfish?
Is it the boxfish or the trunkfish? No, I don't even know.
The toxin is. I'm going to try and say the name
Please.
of this.
Please save me from myself.
Ostracotoxin. Is that ostracotoxin?
That's how it looks to me. Like ostrich. Ostracotoxin.
Ostracotoxin.
Now, when I didn't know this, so if you guys think, oh, Matt knows all things about sea, no, I don't know a lot of stuff about. Like, there's a lot I don't know. But
yeah, there is.
Wow, really? But I learned, that's one of the exciting things I love about doing Cruise Creatures is I know things, but I often learn new things. So I learned this today from Kimbra because she was researching the spotted. Is it boxfish or trunkfish?
This one's a trunkfish.
Okay, trunkfish.
And it is a boxfish.
Yeah, so that's
is called
the kind of common
trunkfish.
names interchangeable.
That's like the scrawled cowfish.
Yeah, it's also a boxfish.
It's also a boxfish.
It's a bachfish.
It's a bachfish.
Is Bach do da 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 da? Is that Bach or is that some? I don't know. I appreciate classical music. Not an expert, so I'm the person you're correcting if you're a classical music expert. But anyway, I didn't know that they secreted a toxin, and when she said that, I thought, oh, they probably have the tetrodotoxin that like pufferfish have and blue-winged octopus use in their venom. No, this is a totally different animal here. I mean, different toxin and a different animal. And they excrete it through their skin, where like a pufferfish, the true pufferfish, you would have to literally ingest the organs to get that. But it is possible for something to get a taste of that and be like, whoa, no. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't lick the fish, Stacy says. No, don't lick the fish.
Don't lick the fish.
I don't think they have hallucinogenic properties, and they will probably kill you if you got too much of the toxin in you. It could kill you, or at least ruin your day. At the very least, ruin your day.
That was Beethoven, not Bach.
Beethoven, thank you.
What does Bach do?
Beethoven.
Somebody sing that for me in the
Ludwig
chat.
van Beethoven. Sing Bach in the chat.
Sing Bach.
Yeah,
in the
there
chat.
you go. There you go.
All right.
Okay. My tequila is almost gone.
What are you going to do when it's gone? I guess I'm driving to our next place.
I guess you are. Because I won't be driving anywhere for the next while. Anyway, yeah.
What's next?
That's it. I think we finished in less than 3 hours. We're better than last week.
Where the episode itself is less than an hour.
Is it really?
Yeah, we're less than an hour.
That never happens. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. And then if you are hanging out in the chat today, we will hang out with you guys for a while after we officially end this podcast. So what are we going to do, Kimbra?
What are we going to do? We're going to head for the horizon.
Heck yeah, we are.
And until next time, seize the day.
Have a fantastic week, everybody. Fine. All right, and we're back. So we did go to the liquor store before this podcast.
Why are you laughing at me?
No.
Okay.
And we found something really cool.
Yeah, we did.
What is it, Kimbra?
It is. Where's the camera?
I'm the one that's been drinking more.
Move your face. It is the Pirate Republic Golden Haze of Piracy beer that I liked from Nassau.
Heck yeah, it is. It's a wheat beer, Belgian wheat beer. And look, Kimbra's not a beer fan, but she liked this beer. So we knew that they were starting to carry it at Total Wine, and maybe they'll eventually get it at Publix. I think they were working on that deal when
they first
everything.
announced that Total Wine had it. We went and they didn't have this kind. They had the IPA and they had the red can.
Yeah, the Long John Pilsner.
Yeah.
What's the IPA? I don't remember what the IPA is called, but
I don't know. It's the green can.
It's clever. It's clever title.
I just know the colors of the cans. And we went to their customer service and we were like, hey, we know that you have this beer now from this place in Nassau and we're looking for this other one. They're like, yeah, we don't carry that one. Our distributors don't bring it here. You can get it in like Bradenton, Sarasota. And we're like, well, that's like an hour away. So yeah. So we went to Total Wine today because Matt was like, hey, let's go get free samples.
Little did I know. It was like free sample day apparently at Total Wine. Like they have 2 or 3. They had like 2 or 3 dozen. It wasn't that bad, but it was a lot.
So we ended at like the beer station. So we went down the aisle where we know that the Pirate Republic stuff is. And I like got crazy excited because I was not expecting them to have this one because they didn't last time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was there and I bought it.
So that's exciting.
Mallory said that would be fun to make tap handles for. It would be. You should send them an email or contact them because that would be really cool if you made their tap handles.
We had a lot of fun visiting that brewery when we were in Nassau. It was a really cool place. The guy that was working there was so much fun.
Your local Tracy Morgan.
Local Tracy Morgan, yes. What was his name? I feel like we should remember his name.
I can't remember now. I just local Tracy Morgan.
He was, but if you watch our Nassau video, I mean, he was so fun, and the beer there was good. They didn't even have it on tap. I've been there before when they had it on tap, and it was even better.
I think they might have it on tap now.
I think they had
like just opened.
Just getting back opened up when we were there. So I don't drink beer that much anymore. I'm more into like the bourbon these days, but I do enjoy good beer still, and that is good beer. So what are you going to do? He did look like Tracy. He looks just like Tracy Morgan. He knows it too.
Oh yeah. He said it over and over.
Yeah. Shit. What did he say? Shiver me, Tim? No. What did he say all the time?
There she blows.
There she blows. So really, if you go to Nassau, it seems like a great company to support because they just seem like they're having fun and make a good product with a cool logo and fun pun names. Pirate pun names and beer. Come on. You can't get any better than that. In the Caribbean, come on. Come on. There's your long pause.
Thank you. I was waiting for it. I wasn't sure if you were going to do it or not.
All right. Now we can just hang out with the people.
Hello, the people.
Thank you so much for participating in our Mad Lib. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We did enjoy that. I know some of you said you did. So that means
Take no quarter.
Take no quarter.
Island Pirate Ale, Long John Pilsner, and Gold and Haze of Piracy.
And they have Blackbeard Stout.
BEE.
R''D.
How many E's did I say? Beer. Yeah.
When I was there in the past, they had like a rum infused stout or so. Oh God, it was good. It was so good, but it was really strong too. So be careful. Drink at your own risk is what I'm saying.
Let's see.
Dan, what are you saying? I found a pic of a chin strap penguin sitting at a zoo. Chair penguin.
Did Virgin handle getting off in port or getting back on the ship any different than other cruise lines? Not really. I mean, It was really easy.
Yeah. Probably because it was like such an empty ship.
Yeah, you just scanned your bracelet and got on and off the same way that you would anything else.
Let me say this. Here's a positive. That bracelet is cool because normally what are we doing? We're digging for our ship card. Oh, got to get the ship card out and stuff. No, it's on the wrist.
The bracelet's always there.
You're done. It's so yeah, the bracelet was definitely one of the high points of that experience.
I gotta put this back in the fridge.
Yeah, get it chilled. Gotta chill that stuff.
Gotta have me a drink tonight.
So, yeah. Did you get it chilled?
It's in the fridge.
Okay. All right.
I'm back.
Just making sure.
Dude. Hey, Reno, you want to come say hi? You look a mess right now. Come here. Reno tried to like hurt himself the other night.
Yeah, Reno had an episode.
Come here. Stop stretching. Come here.
He may not be able to.
He's fine.
He fell off the bed. Well, he fell
off the bed.
He fell off the bed?
Yeah.
Just fell off the bed. He'd been to the Total Wine as well.
Well, so what happened is he likes to jump up on the bed. So let me back up. I went to see Cats on Thursday night. So he got to hang out with Matt.
You know he wasn't happy about that.
So he hung out with Matt. So when I came home, they were like in bed, ready and stuff. And Reno, I don't even know if he knew I was home or not.
He didn't. He was
like,
just sleeping. Like he didn't. Like she came in the door. Normally the door opens and Reno's like, and he's like, he just slept through it. I'm like, I didn't even think it was really her. I was like, is somebody coming in the door?
Like I poked around the corner and I was like staring at him. Like he was just laying there in his chair. And I said, hey. And then he looked up and he's like, oh, hi.
Then he was excited.
Yeah. So I crawled into bed and he likes to jump up on the bed and lay right on top of me. And I don't know if he lost his balance or some way that I like pulled the blanket, but he just like totally fell off the side of the bed.
Which he's done before. Well, he's
not quite like that.
He's tried to jump on the bed and missed.
Yeah, that's different.
But this time he made a sound. And it was not a pleasant sound.
It was a very sad cry.
Yes. And then his arm was like,
it was like twisted,
wrong.
funky. And I was like, and it's the leg that he's broken before. And so, it's like 11:30 p.m.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
She's like, what do we do? I'm like, I don't know what we do. We hope he's okay. I don't know.
Yeah. And he was moving around and he was like, he limped a little bit, but he was still moving. So I was like, all right, let's go to bed and see how he is in the morning. He's been fine.
Yeah. He seems like he's okay. I'm sure he might be a little tender, but he's okay. Like he didn't like break anything or anything like that. He just, just landed wrong.
Yeah.
Mallory,
he's got a little twisty on the leggy.
But everything looks normal now. So
no issues. So that's good because I was like, great, it's 11:30. I'm going to have to take him to the emergency vet, which is going to cost me a bunch of money that I don't have. And all because he wasn't excited to see me when I came home.
Wow. It's almost like you did it on purpose to him.
Wow.
Poor director Reno. Dan knows he's the director. See? No, he seems like he's fine now though. So I think he just fell on it wrong, hurt himself, and just
it's like when you slip off the curb and you like twist your ankle for a sec.
He said he just had to shake it off, and he seems to be on the mend. So we think he's all right.
Yeah. So there's the sad Reno story.
Yeah. Meanwhile, our lizard is turning black.
Yeah, he was like bright green when we got him, and then he shed, and now he's like dark.
Yeah, which is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
He's going to keep getting darker till he is kind of all charcoal gray black, and then he'll start to get his yellow. Will start to come out. He's
funny because he doesn't move a whole lot. He does like his greens though. He's been eating his salad.
Oh yeah, that little lizard is like his stomach is not much thicker than my thumb. He eats like, we have bowls like this big for him. He eats 2 of those a day of salad. Plus he'll take out some crickets, some I don't know if he's eating much of that cricket paste we got him, but a little banana. He likes bananas. So
he's funny. He's funny because he sits in one corner and you put food in there and he doesn't really move. So you reach in and grab him and move him to the other side. And then he just sits there. He moves where you put him and then he sits there.
Stacy's asking did you flip him off the bed too?
Did I flip him off the bed? No.
Oh, me, I think he means.
Oh, did I flip you off the bed?
Maybe that's what he means. I don't know. She did.
Was there a whatever? Was there a flipping off the bed thing in the Mad Lib?
Oh, flipping. Yes, I think there was. I think there was a flipping thing. That explains it. Dang, I was hoping he meant you flipped me off the bed.
Why would I do that?
She just flips me off. She doesn't flip me off the bed.
I do not. Whatever.
All right. What else you got?
We're getting ready to start a D&D campaign.
Yeah. Yep.
Like maybe a real one that lasts.
Participate in one.
Yes.
And the good news is I feel like it's
Oh, Stacey meant churro. You said he's turning black.
Oh no. Because he would just be like Spider-Man. He's like
right.
Yeah, so we're doing a D&D campaign with somebody that until very recently worked at the aquarium is running it, and then with a couple aquarium peeps and another person. But if you are one of those people, I don't know if Tony's still in here, that's interested in D&Ding with us, like this is just helping us learn how to do it virtually. So
yeah, if we once we start to
maybe we can get that
know what we're doing and stuff, we could maybe do a virtual game.
Meg just started a Witchlight Carnival campaign. I don't even know what that is. Witchlight a RPG? I don't know.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Dan says, I'd be honored to moderate for you guys. Anything I can do to help. Thank you, Dan. We may take you up on that, buddy. And yeah, other people too. I know, like Stacy's usually in here. Meg's usually in here.
Kenny said he'd do it.
Kenny said he would do it. He's all over the place all the time.
He watches like 12 streams at once, I think.
Simultaneously.
Like, I don't know. I can't even concentrate on one most of the time.
Right?
So I'm impressed.
But we'll figure out how to do that. And then maybe we'll reach out to some of you guys that we know are in here
it's a new D&D book. Oh, cool.
Is it Witchlight Carnival? Is that an official book or is that like a non-official merch? What's the word for it? There's like
content.
I
don't know if that's the right word.
More appropriate terminology for it.
Meg, are you in Florida? I'm just curious.
I feel like she's in
somewhere else,
Texas,
right?
Maybe.
I feel
Georgia?
like I should know this.
I do too, but I can't. It is official. Okay. Huh. Georgia. See, I was right.
She just went to the Georgia Aquarium.
She did. That's right. I saw her pictures with the mantles and stuff.
Desperately want to go there.
Well, we have friends up there.
We do.
I mean, we have Meg, but we also have Mark and Kelly living.
I know. When are you going to take me? Oh, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that pops up when I go to Marketplace on D&D Beyond.
Is that like, it looks like from the cover, very Victorian. I don't know if it is, but.
Are you running it, Meg, or just playing?
Is Meg on our group cruise?
Meg has not booked our group cruise. Meg, you have not booked our group cruise.
Because I know
she's in Atlanta.
I know, but that's okay.
No. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the aquarium is.
Yes.
I'm bouncing. I've got 3 things going right now. I've got D&D in my head. I've got the group cruise, and I've got Georgia Aquarium. Mm-hmm. We're all happening at the same time.
Seattle does have a good aquarium, Dan. You're right. Seattle has a nice aquarium. There's several good aquariums on the west coast of the USA. Interesting stuff over there. Different, very different than our East Coast.
I'd like to go to Monterey Bay.
Yes, Monterey Bay is like the aquarium, shining aquarium on the hill for aquarist. Yes, and well funded, which is good.
Right.
Very nice. Because they didn't get to open back up till forever.
Oh, it was like they reopened and then shut back down again, and then reopened and then shut down. Like, yeah, they were down for a long time.
What is Kenny saying here? To make mods for your channel is click 3 dots.
Oh, you can just make a mod. So if I go,
is it that easy? I thought you had to go into settings and stuff.
Let me
put emails in.
I can't do that in StreamYard, but I can do that in YouTube.
Oh, right, because it's a YouTube thing. I'm trying to
Yeah.
use StreamYard too.
Look at that. Let's see. Add moderator.
Boom!
Hey.
Yeah, just like that, we have our first moderator.
So I'm doing
and we
this.
can add a couple more.
Tell
here,
me
too.
who wants to be a mod? Raise your hand. I'm on this
More importantly, type it in the chat because
I can't see your hand.
thank you, Kenny. Thank you very much for that. We will get to meet Kenny because we are going on the group cruise that he's going to be on
In October
of 2022.
I've decided it's my birthday cruise. So
Well, Alana is jumping out of a cake for you.
yeah,
said.
she has to.
So, it's been said on video multiple times. So there you go. That is that. How easy is that?
That was
really easy.
awesome.
I wonder if they changed it or if I'm just a moron. Either one is very possible, or both. But I thought you had to go into like settings and like find people's YouTube channels.
Yeah, I did too.
Apply it, but that's like something I haven't tried that since like probably 2017. So
that is so flipping easy.
Meg and Stacy are down.
Okay.
So throw the wrench at them.
I did.
Cool. All right.
Nice. That is so exciting. Now we have people to like.
I mean, we've only had when I first
just that one.
When I first started doing Cruise Geeks lives, it felt like almost instantly we had trolls. But we haven't I think that's the first troll we've had.
Meg said all mod chat. Basically the only people that listen to us are mods. No, I'm just kidding. We have other people too. That's what it looks like though. Mally,
That's
what ports
fine.
are you seeing for the October cruise? We're going to Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, and Amber Cove.
Join us.
Yes, you should go on that one.
It's not our group cruise, okay? We are not one of the featured groups in it, but we will be there. But it's Down Under Cruisers who are the highlights, especially for us, but also Spikers Crazy Adventures.
Yep.
So we're really excited to meet them.
Us
We need
and
to meet
more.
them because they're like local, and Us and More, which we don't know that well yet, but we plan on changing that. So
Yes.
and there's a lot of good people going on that cruise. It's going to be a really fun cruise. That one leaves out of Miami, and it's going to, like you said, Aruba and Bonaire, as well as Dominican Republic. But Aruba and Bonaire,
It's
come on.
basically the cruise that we did in September, but Bonaire instead of Curacao.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's going to be cool.
Gina said she would be a mod, but she's usually crafting while she watches, so she wouldn't be a very good one. What are you crafting right now? Are you making more gnomes?
I saw somebody else did a gnome, and I was like, "Is that Gina? Did she do that gnome?" Somebody on YouTube did a gnome. Love it. Yeah, those are good ports. I mean, and here's the thing: it's a group cruise with a good group of people. The ports on the ship don't even matter. Honestly, it's irrelevant, but they just make it that much better. So the Carnival Horizon, definitely an amazing ship, awesome ship. And two of those ports are A1. Well, I mean, I haven't been to Bonaire yet. It's going to be A1. And the other two ports, there's some really cool stuff to do in Dominican Republic, and especially with a group, there's some really cool stuff to do in Dominican Republic. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Gina's making a wreath.
Nice, Gina.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys need to update your cruises and Shipmate.
Oh, are we out of date? We might be out of date.
No, I'm updated.
I thought I was too.
Did you not add the group that?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I added the group cruise on Shipmate. Let me check. Let me just confer with my Shipmate app here.
I'm updated.
You are? So it's just me? I'm just the slacker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I haven't. Here, I'll add it right now.
That means Stacy's checking up on us.
That's right. As he should. All right. Let's see. Carnival.
Dan said he's always crafting because that's his last name.
2022. October. Is it
It's
the
the 15th.
15th?
Remember, it's my
and
birthday cruise.
Boom, done. I am updated on the cruises.
Nice.
It's going to be good. Yeah, I mean, we've known we were going to book that cruise for a while now. We just were waiting to do it for various.
Waiting for the other cruises to be done before booking another
and they're
cruise.
done. They are done. Yes. The only thing we haven't gotten is permission to take off work on either of those cruises.
Yeah, but they're so far out.
Right. We need to do that soon, though. Kimbra is on the ball. Yes.
That's right, Stacey.
If you want something accomplished, usually she's the one to go to.
Depends on what it is.
It does depend on what it is. And by the way, apology to any patrons out there, because we are so bad. We do have our October and November stuff ready to go out. We haven't mailed the Halloween stuff out either yet.
Yeah.
That needs to go out. We've got the stuff. We just haven't mailed it.
We're really bad about that.
We've just been really bad about that, and we apologize. We're going to try and do better. Yes, we haven't forgotten, but it is set to go out Monday. So hopefully it will.
The Patreon stuff, not the Halloween.
Yeah, but we could probably get that stuff too. So
maybe. Yeah.
We should be able to.
I'm just gonna find someone to go with me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As long as it comes by next Halloween. You'll get it before next Halloween.
What?
The Halloween stuff. She said as long as it comes by next Halloween.
Yeah, it will come by next Halloween.
We've got a couple months for that then.
Yes. Yes.
She said she needs to look into the group cruise. She's got to find someone to go with.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so it's tough to go solo on Carnival, unfortunately. You can, it just costs a lot more. I don't know if you're comfortable like going with somebody that you don't really know. I don't know that I would be comfortable doing that. But
yeah, I don't know.
But if people are interested in that, just let us know so that if we get multiple people that would be okay with that we can make arrangements like that. But, I don't know that I would be comfortable with that, so I don't blame anybody if they're not. Kevin Counts, I'm looking at the Carnival website. I think I'm about to pull the trigger on Radiance at the end of January. Oh, prices look really good. I'll put a hold on it tomorrow, then talk to my boss on Monday. Well, Kevin, if you do that, let us know, because we look at that ship every week now.
Well, no, we do not.
Isn't Radiance the one in Tampa?
It's Serenade and Brilliance.
Oh.
There's the Carnival ship.
It's a Radiance class.
Yeah, but he said Carnival, so that's Carnival Radiance.
Carnival Radiance.
The Carnival ship.
Carnival Radiance.
I don't know that ship.
I don't either. Okay.
Carnival Radiance.
Why don't I know that ship?
I don't know. I don't know that ship either. But it exists.
Well, I believe it exists, but where does that one go out of?
You're asking me a lot
Radiance
of questions.
is in Long Beach. It's California. That's why I don't know about it.
Because it's not something that we...
I am not knowledgeable of California stuff. That's cool, though. Good deal.
Well, Kevin, if you don't already have a travel agent or you're not one yourself, you can email me at fintastictravel@gmail.com if you're interested.
I think Kevin does.
That's fine. If you do it yourself, go for it.
Yes,
I just had to throw it out there.
I totally would be the same. So, but there are people that are like, oh, whatever. So, Gina and I are booked on the Carnival Glory out of New Orleans, September 4th, 2022. Well, Stacy, I mean, why don't you just push that back a little bit and move it down to October in Miami, going to ABC Islands with us?
Yeah.
I know it's a little further for you guys to get to,
but it's with us.
It's the AB Islands. He already has a TA. Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Stacy's going to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel. Okay. Cool. I mean, those aren't shabby. I've never been to Jamaica.
I've never been to Jamaica either.
That is a port that I have not been to, and one that I am curious about. Very curious about.
I'd like to go to all the saints.
Yes, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, St. Croix,
Mm-hmm.
St. Martin. I've only been to St. Thomas. It's the only one I've been to.
I've never been to any of the saints, and I'd like to. I'm
I
going to
would
go
like
on a
to
saint
do that
cruise.
too. That'd be good. We love to, but need to save a vacation day by doing it over a holiday.
Oh,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yep.
My
I hear
birthday is
ya.
a holiday.
I hear you.
Sometimes Columbus Day is right around my birthday. Maybe that. No, I'm just kidding.
Cool. I'm glad. You know what makes me happy though is people are cruising again. Like I know
Yes.
we've cruised again. I know like a lot of cruising channel people are cruising again and stuff.
But other people are cruising
But
too.
other people are cruising too, and it makes me really happy to see that. Mallory says that we love St. Croix and St. Lucia.
There's no good diving in Jamaica.
Oh. I wonder if you went to Jamaica not on a cruise, if there would be good diving there. Honestly, I've heard negative things about Jamaica, but I've heard positive things too, but I really want to go to Jamaica and see for myself. I've heard that Jamaica is beautiful and that it's really cool, but I've just heard there's a lot of like sketchiness in Jamaica. So you just have to be really careful, I think, in Jamaica. And I don't know, maybe that's not accurate.
I wonder if my work would recognize Kimbra's birthday as a holiday.
I mean, they should.
It's
right?
I mean, it's a really important day in cruising history.
Yeah. And you know, your work should recognize that.
Yeah. Mallory's going to be on a ship in 1 week. I guess Mallory and Andrew. I'm sorry, Andrew. We are not forgetting you. Your name just isn't on there. I read the names I see.
When we say Mallory, we mean Andrew
too.
Because Andrew is the one that sent us the email.
That's true.
Enlightening us about the nude cruise.
Yes, he did. And went into detail about the itinerary, which means he looked at it. I mean, I did too. But I think that's really funny. A really important day in cruising history, sir.
You're enjoying that comment a lot.
Yeah. I mean, right?
He's the emailer. Yeah. That's cool. And they're going to be here, right?
Mallory's
going to be here
in February, the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know she was trying to book a cruise with me, and then we emailed back and forth. I don't know if she actually booked it or not. I didn't book it, but I know it's at the end of February, and she wants to say, hey, maybe manatees, if we can make it work.
Oh, just Mallory or Mallory?
Mallory and her friend Rebecca.
Just going to leave Andrew at home? That just makes me sad.
Yes, the nude cruise is over like $4,000 for interior. It's
Whoa.
stupid expensive.
Wow.
I looked at the pricing too, because, you know.
Man. Because you were interested in going?
Yeah.
But that is 2 weeks, but that's still expensive. I guess if that's the way you want to cruise, like you don't have a lot of choices. Are you literally looking that up right now?
I am.
You know that you're going to start getting ads and stuff for
Mallory and Becca. I was close. I said Rebecca. Still needs to happen. Okay, let me know, Mallory. We'll get you set up. I've been really bad about doing stuff. I'm sorry.
You do save money on clothes, and you don't have to worry about laundry services. You know what? If anybody knows somebody that's been on a nude cruise, I would love to interview them on this podcast.
Let's see. The cheapest option, $2,065 per person for an interior. So, of course, you'd have 2 people. So, yeah, $4,130.
like Stacy said, though, you know, and Meg said,
You could get a grand
Save that
suite
money
for
on clothes.
$12,000
oh God,
per person. So $24,000 for a 2-week nude cruise.
they've saved a lot of money on clothes.
Let's see. I'm thinking about having Andrew and Becca's husband to come for Manatee portion. We have flights
Oh.
booked into Tampa Thursday afternoon. Kimbra, it's not your fault at all. I'm waiting for more price dropping. I understand.
Meg's just gonna wear clothes.
I mean,
you could probably go on the new cruise and wear clothes, but then you have to like see more than maybe you want to see, maybe not. Maybe
just
they're-
wear like
I don't know.
really shaded sunglasses. Expensive to pay for all the sanitizing afterwards. That's probably it. Luckily,
Kinda like
there's
run everything to the autoclave.
luckily there's a cruise going between that one and our group cruise, so there's at least someone else's.
It'll be in the sun, exposed to the sunlight for like a full couple
Yeah,
of
for like a week.
weeks.
Just straight up blindfolded. We need to get Mallory and Andrew on the group cruise too.
Yeah, that for sure. Yes. You know, if you guys come down for the manatees, what would be cool? It'd be obviously be cool to go to Crystal River again and stuff, but it'd be cool to go to that salt. What is it called? Silver Glen Springs,
and just swim with them
just
there.
well, I mean, we don't know for sure that they would be there, but if they
Right.
are, there'll be nobody else there,
Right.
and it's just us and the manatees. You can't
You can't
get scritchy with them and stuff, but it's like crystal clear water and just you and the manatees. So
yeah. Kevin
that's
said, I've
pretty
never been on
freaking
a
awesome."
nude cruise, but I saw a booby in the Galapagos.
A blue-footed booby. There you go. I would pay $4,000 to go see a blue-footed booby in the Galapagos for 2 weeks
Well, yeah.
and some marine iguanas.
I could paint my feet blue.
I'm not paying you $4,000 to see your boobies, even if you paint your feet blue. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. It's worth a try. I could use that money.
I don't have that money.
I'll take it over time.
It's like prostitution. Are you?
No, because we're both getting something out of it.
Yeah, you're getting money. That's anyway. And plus, anyway, I'm not going to go there. It's like paying for water out of the tap. Anyhow. All right. So what else? We got anything else?
Matt, you've probably invested more than that in her already.
That's true.
Really? You think?
Yeah. No, probably not. I don't know.
$4,000?
I mean,
if you count like dinner? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, no, because you buy dinner sometimes too. So I think we balance out financially for the most part.
You just make more money.
A little bit for now.
So you win in this.
Do I?
Oh.
No, not really.
Not really.
But she's worth every cent.
Aww. What else? We're going to go to a store called Nerdy Needs after this.
Yes.
We're going to go look for D&D minis.
That we don't need because we're playing virtually.
I didn't think about that.
You didn't, did you?
I'm still want to look. Did you think about that? Like earlier when we talked about it?
No, that was way too
You
close.
were excited to go too, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
When we're still going, okay?
Okay. Stacy says I made a smooth recovery.
You did. And then you just turned around and made me look like a dummy.
They don't even know what you're talking about. Well, maybe a couple of them do, but
I bet they. Meg does.
Meg does.
We are using Roll20.
We use D&D
Yes,
Beyond
we
to
use
make our characters.
we use D&D Beyond for like our character sheets and stuff, but we're using Roll20 to play virtually with everyone, and then Discord for chatting. Because what's one more application to use?
Right. Yeah.
Do you play virtually a lot, Meg?
This is awkward. I like Roll20. That's what we're using. We've never used it before. We were on there last night a little bit,
Yes.
tinkering.
That's why I asked if she plays in person normally.
Yeah, that's the only way I've really ever played. So this is the first time I've done virtual. I've thought about doing virtual.
We've talked about it.
I've wanted to do, like, I think I see some advantages to virtual, but I don't know. It's that big awkward pause.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're big awkward pausing a lot, so maybe we should
Out of words.
Wrap up.
All right. Have a great day. Why are you laughing at me?
It's getting more awkward. Have a great day.
We'll show you our minis if we get some.
Are you okay to drive?
I haven't had a bunch like you have drinks.
And that was the point I was looking to make.
Bye.
See you guys next week.